We are recording.
We're gonna have to mute something. Is it the StreamYard? Yes.
Hold
That
on.
logo is too.
It was great.
Can y'all hear us? Okay, Natasha. Oh.
Can't you just mute one of the
You gotta
laptops?
mute yours.
Let's.
Yeah.
We go.
Hey, Becky.
Is it good now?
Okay, bet we're good now.
Yeah, sorry, we're going.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
All right, A's face.
Oh.
Now Tiffany was answering a question. No, you can't come in here. Okay, y'all good. All right.
Okay,
So,
We're looking in tech.
yeah,
I was gonna ask you to talk, yeah, Tiffany, can you talk about your first game being back?
it was very fun and I appreciate that part of the game. I hadn't had that in a while, so I'm very grateful to be a part of a team that also has fun while working hard. So that was really great for me.
All right, Callie, go ahead.
Sorry, Asia, did you already answer a question? Or, oh, okay, so obviously very physical game and some frustrations with the officiating. How do you play through that with your face bleeding? You're the first player with 35 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 steals in a game in WNBA history, despite all that.
I mean, I just take what the defense gives me and just the flow of the game. My teammates really just kept me afloat. I kind of spazzed on one of the refs in the heat of the moment. Apologize there, but it's frustrating, you know? Like you just want, not necessarily begging for calls, but you just want the right call. And if we didn't get it, and that's okay. We're gonna keep playing, we're gonna keep pushing. But one thing about our locker room and who we are, we're not gonna back down. I don't think we've got refs that swung our way in a minute. So we're not expecting to get anything. We have to go out there and take everything. So we're gonna continue to push. Can't really speak on the people in the other shirts, but we're just gonna keep going, keep doing it. Face bleed, doesn't really matter. We're just gonna keep playing.
All right,
Thank you.
the guys, unless Callie, did you have a follow-up?
No, thank you.
Oh, guess that's me. A question for each of you, if that's fine. First, Asia, just how are you feeling?
I'm okay. I feel better than I look. It's not as bad. It's not as bad. But no, I feel great. We got a win. We dug out of a win, and we kind of did really decent, pretty decent. I don't know if Becky's gonna say it, but pretty decent on the defensive end. We really kind of came together. I heard us talk a lot more, and that just made me happy because we didn't really do that a lot in the past game. So we needed this win. Got to give respect to Dallas. They played a really hard game for us, so it was a good win. And Tiff got her first look. I hope I look this good. I don't know if I'm coming out of retirement, but I hope this look this good postseason because man, she's a dog, and like just watching her hoop. Obviously, playing against her is great, but just to share the court with her and her vision and her quickness, it's off the charts. So I was appreciative just to be out there with her.
Actually, thank you. And Tiffany, quickly for you, 3 offensive rebounds for you, getting close to a career high there. Just I guess with those crashes from the corners in particular, like what kind of goes into your decision of when to crash versus when to get back in transition?
I mean, I love to crash, so hopefully my decisions are right when I do it. And I'm not out of place or anything because I love rebounding. It's one of my favorite things to do. So it just comes natural to me. And if the team needs help with rebounding, of course I'm gonna do it. Like I said, it's one of my favorite things to do. So, yeah, that's where that comes from. It's not a thing that where it's like, oh, I gotta go rebound. Like I actually love rebounding, so it's easy for me.
Got you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Terrell?
Hey Tiff, Asia after the last post game said how excited she was that you were joining this group because I believe the quote was you could have been on the beach somewhere enjoying yourself. So my first question, or my only question rather for you, is now that you have the first game under your belt after joining this group, kind of in the early part of the season, how does your body feel?
It's actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, which is great for me. I was kind of on the beach, but not really. So they're giving me grace with giving me time, and I'm appreciative of that. And yeah, the staff has been been really good with getting my body right before the games and before practices. So it's good. It's a good process, and I'm happy with it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Brandon and then Rafiq.
Hey, this question is for Asia. Hey, Asia, I know you've been on the tear all season, and I feel like it's kind of going unnoticed with all the other stuff that's going on. What has been driving you so much this season?
I haven't played in about 6 months, and I was bored. I mean, I get to watch everybody else play, and we weren't playing. So what drives me is the opportunity to play basketball. Like I love the game. I love the energy that we bring. I love the fun of it. So that's what drives me. Just hooping, knowing that there's a young kid in the stands that's like amazed at us playing. The entertainment side of it, it's a blessing, something that I don't take for granted. So I really don't care about the outside noise at all. I'm happy to be hooping. We're healthy. Some of us are. Our team is getting there, but we're healthy and we're playing. Like this is a blessing. This is a privilege. This is an honor to be in this league. So I'm not gonna take any game off. That's disrespectful to my team. That's disrespectful to my coaches. So when the rock is tossed up, just go out there and have fun.
All right, thank you.
Rafiq, quick question from you, and then we'll close out with Jordan.
This is Rafiq with Nothing But That Sports Talk. I got a question for Asia. You managed to carry the team with about 15 for 22 shooting, scoring 36 points. I mean, what are your overall impressions about yourself being able to carry the Aces to this victory, even with the Aces, even with the Wings closing on the deficits?
Just the flow of the game. I feel like I try to put myself in situations that can make it a little bit easier on my teammates, and they find me in these different situations, and just keep pushing, just keep playing. I love the flow of the game that we're playing, the pace of the game that we have. So I want to make sure that when I am shooting, that I'm efficient in that. I feel like Atlanta was an awful showing for me, and I was not satisfied with that. So I wanted to make sure that in games now in the future that I could be efficient for my teammates, because I mean we're all out there working hard.
Appreciate the insight. Good luck in the next game.
And Jordan?
Hey ladies, congrats on the bounce back win. My question is for Tiffany. Earlier we spoke and you talked about how it was still kind of weird being back in the WNBA. Did it still feel somewhat weird when you stepped back on the court and made your first point or rebound or whatever?
Not gonna lie, it was weird in the locker room. I had to kind of calm myself down a little bit. I felt a little out of place, but like I said, my teammates have been helping me out a lot. And once I stepped on the court, it was just like riding a bike. I was right back out there. And I'm grateful for the team that I'm on. Like it was easy right here, man, 35 and all that. So I'm just happy to be here. I know I keep saying that it's an easy answer, but it's the truth.
And just to piggyback off that, like when you're talking about a professional, Tiff is that. Like she comes in, we're throwing so many different things at her, but the way that she's adapting and adjusting and like the quickness of it, it's amazing to watch. Like I've been on this team for about 7 years and I'm still like, Tiff, I wish I could help because I don't know. But the way that like she's grasping the information at such a short period of time, it just goes to show how great of a professional that she is. And we're just so lucky to have her on our side.
Thank you. Congrats on the win, ladies.
Thank you.
Both.
Oh, Becky, hurry up. We gotta flight the kids.
I can hear you. I'm gonna keep it short and
Slide.
sweet. Just like we.
She left her Band-Aid.
She gonna bandage her whole face up.
Yep. All right, Terrell, you wanna go ahead and start?
Becky, I know you haven't had a chance to watch this film just yet, but first road trip of the season, 2 up, 1 down, just your overall grade for your team so far.
I thought we defended pretty well tonight. Obviously, the rebounds, the offensive rebounds was an issue. It always is with this team. You know, I feel good about putting up 95. We still haven't caught a night where everybody's hitting, so there's a lot of good things to build off ahead. But you know, that second quarter, I thought, you know, the offensive rebounds and that the fact that we were fouling too much, like just putting them to the line, really stagnated our offense. We know we're best when we can rebound the ball and get off to the races the other direction. So overall, though, happy. I mean, to hold that team to 37%, 38%, 20% from three. Pretty good job. Initial defense, like I said, where they hurt us was on the offensive glass, but also that's like, it's also a lot of misses. It's a lot of opportunities. So we got to stay the course and be sturdy in those moments when our defense, our half court defense is pretty good. It doesn't end until we get the ball.
Thank you.
Kevin?
Coach Kevin Wong with Fuel Sports Network. We got to see the feisty side of you tonight, and you got your first technical of the season, but it seemed like when that instant happened in the game, the team kind of turned it up. What do you think your energy brings to the team when things like this happen and they're able to stay focused and not only stay the course, but turn it up and close out a game?
I mean, you know, we got each other's back. They got my back just as much as I have their back. I felt like we were getting hit, not getting calls. So I'm gonna let them know about it. And A's bruised from head to toe. She's at some point, you know, something's gotta switch. But that was a very, very physical game, and it started to get out of control. AC got whiplash. I mean, it was, you know, Asia said she thought she was playing the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, it was just a very, very physical game. And I definitely deserved my tea. All day I deserved it. So it is what it is. But
And a follow-up.
I'm always gonna
Oh,
fight for
sorry.
my girls.
We
I'm always
gotta,
gonna fight
we
for
gotta
'em.
jump to those in the room here.
And a quick follow-up. What do you think
Hold on, please.
the team can do to
Kevin, she muted you. You can't hear. I can't hear you.
Kevin, we're going to the room.
So you guys are clearly going through a repeat. How do you want them to focus? Because I know Steve Kerr talked about how difficult it was when the Warriors were trying to repeat and not have it as a distraction, but just keeping it flowing. Things that I think.
I think for us, you know, I'm trying to tone down my rhetoric about October. I want to take care of today. Forget about October. Let's take care of today. And so just being present in the moment, taking one game at a time, because at the end of the day, if we take care of those things, you know, we'll be there in the end. But we can't get ahead of ourselves. To get them to stay hungry and interested. Don't get bored with doing the little things that help us win. And it is extremely hard to try to do that. It's not only hard with a regular team, but you know, with the amount of pressure that we have on us, but also the success that we've had. I think we got to be great at handling our success. Hasn't been done since the Lakers, right? That's right.
Yeah.
2000, 2001, 2002, Kobe, Shaq, and Phil.
Oh, Coach, big Spurs fan. I always watch you. I appreciate you so much. Talk about Asia Wilson a little bit. Talk about her a lot because she doesn't get the recognition in the entire league, I feel like.
I mean, you know, I've been on a tirade probably since last year when she finished where she did. You know, people are like, why are her numbers up? I'm like, because she's playing in the fourth quarter. Last year, I mean, I said it. I said if I played her those amount of minutes, she'd be averaging 28 and 13. And that's all anybody would be talking about. Well, she's playing now in the fourth quarter more because we're not having those blowout wins. like we were last year. You know, we're still without Chelsea. And I couldn't be prouder of Jackie and Kelsey stepping up, running the show. They were communicating like crazy, especially KP tonight. Really just took over in some really great ways, getting everybody in their right spots. It's a lot. Jack was under the weather. So, you know, you just pick each other up and, you know, Asia's gonna be A. She's always gonna be Asia. And that's one thing that I appreciate. What you just saw walk into this room is the exact same person that's in the locker room, that's on the bus, that's in Las Vegas. She's just incredibly thoughtful and intentional with her teammates and who she is as a person. And then her gaming, I mean, I don't think we have to pound that point. I mean, she's the best in the world.
The development of Kate Martin, can you speak a little bit on that?
Yeah, you know, she's still learning. It's tough to be a rookie in this league. It just is. You know, I was going back through my years. I don't think, you're talking Maya Moore, you know, she gets drafted to the Lynx. I mean, she was the third or fourth best player on her team. It's a hard adjustment for college kids, and Kate's really smart. Kate figures it out quick. So what I love about Kate is I know exactly what I'm gonna get. She's not gonna make mistakes defensively. She's gonna be solid offensively. She's gonna do all those little things that actually really complement our big time scores.
Yeah.
The way she cuts, the way she moves. I mean, that's really, now sometimes she ends up as the benefactor, but that is really so helpful to those big three, the big four, who's ever out there. You know, just little things, and it's extremely helpful. She's extremely smart. Her teammates love her. You know, so, and then add Tiff. Tiff gives us another gear. So we're coming along, we're improving, but we know we got a ways to go.
Any more from the room? All right, thank you all.
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you, Coach. Safe travels.
Hey, Caroline, can we make sure I get a book?